good month of June, I wanted to quickly go over my kind of new idea about using a podcast format instead of writing a paper. And if you look at the class announcements, you will see that I asked that question and asked for people to participate in a poll to tell me what your preferences are and what you can do to, I'm sorry, what I can do to make the class better for you. And I'm not sure if, yeah, okay. So this is what it looks like. It took the people who've done it so far an average of less than 3 minutes. So if you can go ahead and do that, that would be great. The newest announcement that is also in this video, because I can control time like that, haha, is about the option between the paper and the podcast. So, first of all, if you would like to do a podcast, which would be a real time conversation with me and another classmate who's available at a similar time, or maybe even a couple of other classmates, you can make a booking on the calendar here. We can start this as early as tomorrow if you really want to get on top of things, and I'm available any day of the week. So, probably not today though. Uh, you can click, like I said, any day, and it'll show you the times when you can make an appointment for us to possibly talk about and create a podcast. You can pick as many as you want. So, what you do here is to book, you put your name. So let's see, your name is, just to tell me when you're available. And then you book it. And then I will know from the booking that that is the time you're available. And if you want to offer a couple of different times when you're available, you can go ahead and do that. But make sure you put your name in the notes that this is that maybe pick like 3 times when you're available. Okay, so I have a meeting with Langston Hughes on Friday, June 9th from 11 to 11:30. I should actually, I'll tell you really quickly that tomorrow, Friday around noon, is not going to work very well for me, but I'll try to block that out of my calendar. So that is kind of a poll. You can choose a few times that you're available that you would prefer, and you can have from Friday tomorrow until next week Friday to choose, the times that you would like to do. I don't have a strong commitment to time. Therefore, that's going to stretch things out a little bit. There's also a new discussion. And if you want to write a paper or if you're interested in doing the podcast, I would like you to start as soon as you can with the new discussion and just to post some ideas about what you've learned so far and what you think is interesting and important. So it's called Dunbar, Angelou, and Double Consciousness. And the reason that I put those 3 things together, even though they're not the only possibilities for discussion, are because Dunbar's We Wear the Mask is kind of connected to the idea of double consciousness, and the title of Angelou's autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, comes from the 3rd stanza, first line of a Dunbar poem. So what we call this is intertextuality, when different books from different eras kind of refer to each other. Usually the later book, obviously, is going to refer back because of time. And they are also part of what we call a canon of African American literature, or a group of very important texts that most writers of African American literature are familiar with. So when you write in this discussion, it has a rubric, and it has really detailed directions that have just disappeared. Sorry, I don't know why. And I would like you to check back in that discussion a couple of times, because I'm going to give you feedback and we can kind of discuss ideas in that particular discussion. So I hope that gives you a good idea of how to proceed. I, if you've had me in class before, you know I get bright ideas to do things that are more interactive, and I can't control myself, but go ahead and do those. So hopefully that will work for some of you. If you choose to write a paper anyway, still use that new discussion just to throw out some of your ideas thus far, and I will grade that discussion, comment back to you as much as possible. Have a great day.